Well, let's see who's around. I've been doing a lot of Instagram uh, items, and you want to take a look at that. And you'll get them on the on Let's Go Help if you're a member, and also they show up on the shorts on YouTube. But that's what I try to do every day is try to find things that people could really take advantage of, because none of this stuff is advertised. I mean, if you want stuff that's advertised, that's Google, and they spend a lot of money. But anything you get that is advertised is going to cost you money. What I specialize in is showing you ways to get money and help to live a better life that does not cost you any money. Why I cannot get any free money? Oh, Sequoia, well, you got to apply. And that's the thing. Tell me what you want money for. Hi, Mike. Oh, a tip. That's awfully nice. What do you need money for, Sequoia? That's a thing. I mean, see, that's what Let's Go Help is. It's not, it's still a little complicated to get there and find out exactly where you should apply. And you'll probably apply to stuff that isn't. I want to start your business. Okay, Sequoia, if you go on the left-hand side of Let's Go Help, there's a table of contents, okay? And you'll go down that list of table of contents and you'll see something called Unlock My Goals. So Unlock My Goals, you'll see something there for start your business. We have one on getting out of debt, for healthcare, for buying a house, all the major things that you need money for. And one is Unlock My Goals is on starting a business. Now that takes you through what you have to do. And I apply to 20 jobs. Well, that's not a business, right? So you still want to start a business, I guess, versus the jobs. Now for jobs, that's another thing too. Okay, there's two things I would look at, Sequoia. Is one, make an appointment with, and this is in the list that I show you back there, but a good place to start is America's SBDC.org. Make an appointment with your local office of that. That's a nonprofit organization that helps you find out how you could start a business. Don't say you want money, say you want help starting a business. And that's what they help you with. Okay, but there's more people that will help you besides that. And in that Unlock My Goals, you'll find other people. Now, if you need a job, okay, there's a lot of things to do that. You could also ask America's SBDC, is ask them about getting a gig job. Okay, you have to make appointments with people. You won't get the help you need unless you make appointments with people. It's too complicated out there for you or me to understand what exactly is right for you. So you have to talk to people to make sure you get the right place, because there are literally 750,000 programs you can apply for. 750,000 programs. You're not going to live long enough, right? And there's probably about 3,000 or 4,000 where you live. You have to talk to people. Please call people up, talk to them, and if one doesn't help you, you go to another one and ask them for help, okay? Because there'll be, for anything you want to do, there'll be dozens and dozens of people in your neighborhood that help you figure that out for free. For getting a job, because SBDCs, that one I just gave you, they will help you start a business and help you get a gig job. This is a way to make money while you're looking for a job or starting a business or whatever, where you could easily get, I mean, it's not going to be, you're not going to make a fortune, but you're going to help make a living, and that's what's important thing. So you want to do that. So gig job. So, and we have another list under Unlock Your Goals called Career. So click on that and you'll see who to talk to. Now again, I consider myself a conservative, I tell you the truth. Some liberal, some conservative, but yeah, I mean, we're all a mix of different things. I remember this dude, I used to make books on this stuff. Yes, nobody buys books anymore, and this is even better than any book I've ever had, because you get one-on-one help to apply, like I'm helping Sequina. Did you know that the stimulus checks will be given? Yes, they're actually given through the IRS now. The stimulus checks Okay, let me finish with Sequoia. Sequoia, okay, make those phone calls. Okay, also go to this place too. Go careeronestop.org. Now that's in the thing about in the tab under careers, but that link there will get you to the local office to make an appointment. You want to make an appointment because they have actually money to help you train for a better job. They have money to help you train to become an entrepreneur and everything. Training money is a lot, and there's a lot of training money. Please, please, please remember that you have to put in the time to talk to people, or you're just going to keep running around in circles and you'll never find anything in Google because everything there is to get money from you. Okay, let's do the stimulus checks. Are there stimulus checks available in New York? They're everywhere. Here's how Trump did the stimulus checks. He's doing it through the tax system, okay? And he's giving out $1 trillion in stimulus checks, okay? Actually, it's more than $1 trillion, okay? So he's taking money that the government has and is giving it to people in stimulus checks. Okay, now, unfortunately, if you make 55,000 or less, you get nothing. It's just crazy. The people who need money the most don't get it, okay? And this is what pisses me off about everything. This is why I'm doing what I am, because the rich people know how to get stimulus checks every day. This is why Elon Musk gets $8 million of government money every single day of his life. He gets $8 million. Now, people making less than $50,000 are not eligible for this new stimulus check. Actually, if you're making like $1 million, you will get $103,500 in a stimulus check. So it goes up after 55,000 income. Then you'll get maybe $20, $30, and it'll go up maybe a few $100s as you go up the income chain. Now, why they do that is terrible, I think, but that's a biased opinion. This country is being run by the rich for the rich, and the average person is, getting SOL, shit out of luck. And so I'm trying to teach the average person how you can live and get assistance from government programs, no matter what income you have. Everybody thinks that, government programs are only for the poor. Yeah, bullshit. Here's a new program that is only for the rich, stimulus check. And they consider you rich with over $55,000. So you get something. And the higher you get up to $103,500. How can you apply for a stimulus check? That's through this tax system, okay? And I have a link. Let me get that link to show you about what's in that tax system. And the IRS usually sends out the checks. You'll get it when you fill out your taxes. See, that's when you get it. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I want to get Gmail. So you have to learn what it really is. What you think it is, it's probably different. That's why you have to clean out your brain and try to learn what reality is, not what you think it is or what you like it to be. It is not that way at all. You have to find out what's there, what's asked for, and learn about that, okay? And that's what's happened. Okay, 10 ways to get my dad. Okay, now here's an analysis of the stimulus checks, and all this is going to be, in your tax forms. Okay, and here's an analysis of the stimulus checks. Okay, analysis of stimulus checks, and you'll see that people making less than 55,000, okay, are going to get are going to lose $1,600, okay? And the top income, the top 1% are going to gain, they're going to get a stimulus check of $29,000. And the top 0. The top 0.1%, these are the billionaires, they get $103,500. So you see where this country's going, don't you? It's going to rich. They want to have all the cars. And this is wealth. I mean, it'd be different if they made this or something like that or whatever. But no, this is our tax money. And see, what bothers me that the rich, the very wealthy, are getting $1 billion of this. Now, and Doge only collected, and Doge trying to find waste, fraud, and abuse. You're lucky if he found, it's anywhere from 50 billion to 200 billion. From Doge, okay? So Doge is about 200 billion. That's not even verifiable. People can only verify about half or a third of that thing. So, I mean, don't forget, these people all, I think just lie. It's easy for these people to lie because it's so complicated. So that's the only, the $200 billion as Doge came. Now, but they're giving out $1 trillion, okay? So Doge found $200 billion supposedly is waste, fraud, and abuse, if that's true. And there is no evidence that nobody can verify that, and they can only verify about half to a third of that. But they also gave away $1 trillion to rich people. Wow. I mean, and this is our money. So they're giving money out from the Treasury, which you and I pay for in taxes. Now, here's another thing. In the there's $1 trillion in uncollected taxes that the government doesn't, that IRS is not collecting. Why? Because they cut all the people in the IRS who do that. They have no people to go out and collect the money that people owe the government. So if you owe taxes, you're maybe pretty safe. And because they have nobody to follow up on that. But if you do, there is a program at the IRS that help you forgive your taxes that you owe. So make sure you take advantage of that because that's very important to do. All right, it's all there. If you go to irs.gov and you put offer in compromise at irs.gov, and you make an appointment with them, and you could get up to 90% of that forgiven. And you get that, to me, when you owe money and stuff, that's creating sickness in your body. Your body is living in stress, worry, and stuff like that, and it's not a happy life. You have to confront these head on and do something about it so that you know the answer. Not knowing the right answer is worse than just postponing it. So get out there, call the IRS, and make an appointment. If you have problems with the IRS and whatever, you call your elected official and have them fight for you, and they will. They have to. It's their job. Now, everyone doesn't do it well or nice or whatever. That's with everything. You call a lawyer, same way. They're going to charge you a lot of money and maybe do it, maybe not. But you don't have money. You can't go further in debt to get out of debt. That's crazy. But here's what you want. irs.gov/offer in compromise. Okay, and we have there, put in a note, to ask a question, and we'll help you get that. But that's not probably, you have to go to irs.gov first and then search for offer and compromise. I don't think that's probably not a direct, that you could use. But the most important injustice we have is that in the tax law, that See, this is the wealth of the country. So the wealth of the country has, is, I don't know, every year we spend 20, 30 trillion dollars. Okay. Now, we give away about $6 trillion to individuals. And this is for us as a country. It's not only for rich people. It's not only for anybody. It's for everybody who lives here. So that's what I worry about, okay? And that's, yeah, Benny, also for government contract, first apply for the federal. Yeah, actually, oh, okay, Apex Accelerators. Yeah, I just might, okay, you got that. Yeah, that's a good place to start, Apex Accelerator. Okay. Yeah, so you have to take initiative. You have to call people. Don't go on the internet. Do not look at Google, because you'll get 200 billion websites and none of them are going to give you money. They're all going to want money from you. They may be in there, but you'll never find them. You have to work where you're going to call people and ask them, call people and ask for help. Don't ask for money, ask for help. State tax exemption. Right, now here, what they did too on the tax, here's, I'm gonna put in the chat, here's part of the new stimulus checks that are given out. This is given out for people with a lot of money. So if you have wealth and you going to will it to your children or somebody else, you have to pay an inheritance tax. Now, what happens is, what they have in America, if you, there's a certain amount you don't have to pay the tax on the first $5 million, you don't have to pay it. But they upped that to $14 million. And that's going to cause, that's giving our country short of $200 billion. So they're giving away $200 billion just by putting a line in the law about, they raised the forgiveness part from $5 million. You didn't have to pay taxes on the first $5 million, and they put that up to 14 million. That means the Treasury is now short $200 billion. That means you and I have to pay extra taxes to keep the country running, because these billionaires or millionaires or whatever the hell they are getting away with paying less taxes. And it's all just way now that the millionaires and billionaires are getting an extra $103,000 in their pocket from the Treasury, when people less than $55,000 have to pay $1,000 because they're getting less than they would have. See, and that's what he did with the laws, is make it so you now have to pay for stuff you didn't have to pay for, and it's going to cost you more money to live. Then on top of the tariffs, now this is another thing, tariffs. Now there's something called the budget at Yale University follows this, and I have links on that. Maybe I could find it easily and put it in the chat. But what they have, where is the Yale budget? Okay, now what they have is, okay, the tariffs are going to cost the average person an extra $2,700 to live. So this is what, they made a law that supposedly they call the tariffs, and they say it's good for the country. But what it's doing is making people, particularly low-income people, because they have no extra money, just to live now, it's going to cost you another $2,700 to live, okay, because of tariffs. That's every person, every year, okay, as long as these tariffs are on. Now, in addition, so they just passed that law. The other law they passed was on the taxes, where now you have to come up with another $1,600 to be even from last year, because in other words, people making less than $55,000 have to pay more taxes than before. They're getting less money from the government, so you have to make it up somewhere. And the way to do that, to me, is you find other programs in the government, because that's just one program. So you have to find other programs in the government. That's why there's 750,000 different programs. So you have to find those. And a good place, if you're not a member of Let's Go Help, you start by going to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. This is how you do this. You go to findhelp.org. Everyone in that database gives you free money. You do not want to go to Google. Remember that. You do not want to go to Google. You want to go to findhelp.org, because they're the people who give out free money. They're nonprofit organizations and government offices. They represent 40% of everything in our country. See, what frustrates me is that people don't realize there are a lot of organizations and individuals that love each other. They want to help you. They want to share with you, and they want to give you money and help. But they're hard to find because they're not in Google, and they don't have money to advertise. None of these people will advertise, and that's why you'll never find them. So you have to do the work yourself. You have to find a starting place. And a good starting place is findhelp.org. Or if you're a member, then we have reports and everything to give you. But if you're not, you don't have to go without. You go to that findhelp.org. Put in what you need money for. Maybe you have to pay rent. Okay, now you're gonna be harder for pay rent because you lost. You're gonna have to pay another. You need another $1,600 just to live like last year, and because it's not there to help you, so you have to find other sources of help. And then with tariffs, because the things you have to buy to live is going to cost you an average of another $2,700. Yeah, so that's over $4,000 now that you have to find help for, and to make up for that which you just lost in the new laws that Trump passed. Okay, so that's what I mean. It's sort of $4,000 or $5,000 that you're out of. You're further in the hole than you were last year, and so you have to find other options to fill that hole. Okay, one is finding other programs. Okay, so if you have trouble paying rent, then whether it's with us or somebody else, you could go to findhelp.org and put in your zip code and put in rent. Like for my zip code, there's 70 organizations. So your job to be able to solve your problem is calling those. Call every one of them if you have to. You know, all it is time. And I don't think most of us can know what the hell we did the last 3 days or the last hour or whatever. It just passes by. So if you sit your ass down in front of a phone and just start calling, dialing for dollars, that's what it is. It's the same thing for getting a job. You need a better job. You have to get and talk to people about what's the best way for you to do this. You don't call and ask for money. The same way with rent. You don't ask for rent money. You ask for help. You can't pay rent. Okay? Because then they could show you, they'll tell you if they have it or not, but then also, see, you want to use them to help you find what other places they may know that will get you the rent money, not only them. So that's important to know. And you have to do the work. I mean, and if you don't do the work, you're not going to get help. And doing the work means calling. You may have to call 20, 30 people. I don't know. You may get it in 1 or 2 calls. I don't know. But I know for sure if you don't call anybody, you're not going to get anything. AI prospecting with Roger and Tammy today at 3. Yay! Amber's promoting Roger and Tammy, and AI is wonderful. I just did an AI search. I hear, okay, if you need to get trained for a better job, use AI. We have it too, but you can just put in, you want to say these things. I'm looking for help from nonprofit organizations and government offices. They're the only people who want to say that because they're the only people that give out grants. You know, some .coms do, but it's very small, like we do it, but it's peanuts. We give out $50,000 a month, but that's peanuts. So don't look for that. The people who do it for a living are nonprofit and government offices, and they help other people and they help you too. So you get those, ask for those two offices, nonprofit organizations and government offices that help people get jobs in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and then just say, include websites, and you'll get them. You'll get all real. I mean, I know these people, so I've been studying this for 50 years. I know when it smells fishy or not, and it's just wonderful. You only get good stuff. Now, you have to start calling them, even if it doesn't seem like it's somebody that will help you. That's okay, but there's somebody helping problems like yours. Maybe not for a person like you, but they help for problems like yours, getting a job or paying rent or whatever. So you want to talk to them for sources of other help from other organizations, because they're going to know that more than anybody else. Someone asked a question as to where the AI workshop was today. I wanted to make sure to post the info. Great, Amber, always. Oh yeah, it's all online. So these are Zoom calls, and you just click in and you'll be there. I find a bunch of I'm getting junk every time I go to find. Boy, you shouldn't. I've been on that 100 times a day. I never get anything. Maybe it's something else. I've been giving something called single mother. What is it? Single mother guide. Now, I've been giving this new website because it's a nice place to find all the basic programs. Okay. And let me know if you applied to this. It has a state-by-state listing of all the basic programs in your state. Here it is. That I won't get that. I never had. I can't. Oh, okay. I tried to get grant. Oh, Camillus, I don't know. It's not. Find Help doesn't sell your email that I'm aware of, and I've been doing it for 10, 20 years. So, but what do you need money for, Melissa? Hi, let's go. Fam, Sarah. I've checked out the daily GrantWire space. Navigators are posting new opportunities on daily. Here is the link. Great. Yeah, Melissa, what do you need help for? That's what. See, we can help you. We got to know what it's for, because there's, like say, 750,000 grants, and we could just say it's there, but you don't. That's not helpful. But Find Help. See, if you put in your zip code, you'll find the organizations. I didn't even know Find Help asked for your email. Yeah, they don't even ask for email. So I don't know why they would be sending you out. But actually, Melissa, these are programs whether you have a child or not. So ignore Single Mother Guide. They're programs for anybody. Single, not single, married, not married, anybody, all income. But they have there's about 10 programs that are basic. So it's a good place to start to apply for the basic programs, okay? Because they have it all as a good place. Now, they're income determinant. So if you make, the maximum is probably somewhere $50,000, $60,000. It depends. Maybe somewhere a little more. But Melissa, what do you need money for? Okay, Melissa, it's mainly for, no, it's not. Well, some are, yeah, for children, but no, of those 10s, no. 10, but it's for everyone. It's, okay, oh yes, I can look at my zip code. Melissa, what do you need money for? When will I get on it? You're on Let's Go Help too, Melissa. This is Let's Go Help too. See, we're helping you one-on-one. And you have to look, I mean, we send out emails on how to use it, and I know that's a pain in the ass. But tell me now what you're looking for money for. Hey, Sarah. I did. What is it? What do you need money for? Business, okay. Okay. Well, over on the left-hand side, Melissa, you will see, let me get kids. I thought you said you don't have kids. uh, yeah, I guess I misunderstood something there. I thought you didn't have kids. Okay, let's see, where did we go? It's for kids. I mean, not your, I mean, a business for kids. Now, you said you want to start a business, right? There's the link to start swimming, zip lining. So you want to start a business to help kids? Is that it? Children? Yeah, okay, now we got it. So there are kids involved here somewhere, maybe not yours. Okay, go to that link I just said, and you have to make appointments with the business mentors. That's the way you're gonna get it. Otherwise, you're gonna just go around in circles applying for stuff and never get anything. You have to make an appointment with at least, I would say, at least 2 or 3 mentors to make sure you understand your options. So you don't know roller skating, okay? Because you have to think that through on what's a good way to do this, you know, because there's lots of ways to do it. I mean, you could build a roller derby yourself, you know, or you can do a crowdfunding and something like a nonprofit and just raise money yourself on a crowdfunding site and do that. You can go to the local roller ring and say, hey, I want to do something to give you more business and I'll split the money with you. So there's ways to do things to start your business that doesn't require any money. So there's ways to start businesses. The same business can be started with money or without money. So you got to sit down with people and help you think through that. But if you don't sit down and think about it with people who help people start businesses every day, you'll be going around in circles. My fellows want to see a business, need inventory, need money to pay my property tax and property insurance, money to put a new roof on. Melanie Washington, I see on YouTube. Okay, go to findhelp.org. You have a lot of problems you have, but you can fix them easily. Number 1, you go financial counseling. Go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, go to financial counseling. That will get you out of, you know, the money you owe for anything and get you on track there. Then for property taxes, go and put in your zip code again and put property taxes and see the programs they have that help you pay property taxes, okay? It's different in every city, county, whatever. Now for home repair, again, this is because you're not a member, okay? Again, you go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in home repair, and you'll find 50 to 100 organizations that give money for home repair. Now, what you have to do is start calling. You have to start calling, make an appointment. It may be a few days of doing this, or maybe even longer. I don't know. But if you don't do that, you probably won't get anything. You have to get real lucky if you don't. A little over 1,000 in taxes. Is that property taxes or what kind? If it's IRS taxes, then you want to contact the irs.gov and search for offer in compromise. And then you make an appointment so you can get that reduced. Okay, if it's for property taxes, then again, find out, you call the office that collects property taxes where you are and ask them about programs. They all have programs, either forgiveness programs or whatever. You want to know what they are first. Then there's also nonprofit organizations that can help you do that. And that's if you go to findhelp.org and put in property taxes. Then there's also emergency money in findhelp.org. Put in your zip code and put in emergency financial assistance, and you'll find 200-300 organizations that give out money. They don't want you to lose your house, okay? So that's the amount of help is incredible. You know, it's just that we're not taught how to use it. We're not taught how to find it. And that's what you need help for. And that's why I'm so happy that we're able to have Let's Go Help with only $10 to charge. I used to charge thousands and thousands of dollars to people that get one-on-one help. And they didn't even need the money. That's why I want to have this for people who really don't have money, so they could find out where to get money and live a better life in this country, because it is a nice country. Right now, it doesn't seem as nice. A lot of mean streak coming out, but it still is. I mean, we have 40% of everybody in this country is giving away free money. I really need your help finding funds to get out of my situation. I called several places, might help. Or everyone either say they don't have grants or they pass the buck. That's what it is, Evelyn. What do you have? What's the issue you have, Evelyn? You have to keep going. It's not going to help find this. What kind of help do you need? Is it rent or something, or what? What kind of help, Evelyn? Evelyn, what kind of help you need? I haven't worked due to health issues. So can you work now or not? Can you work part-time? Can you work at home? Or, I mean, if you work part-time at home, you can earn some income. And that's available. It's not big income, but it's something. I need help getting a car. I've been trying to find work. Okay, well, you have to get help to find work. It's not going to happen unless I have bad credit. I used to have bad at paying my credit. My car is broke. Okay, Evelyn, for a car, look at this. What is it? Tiny you are. Okay, tinyurl.com /letsgocar, and start following up on those. There's nonprofit organizations, give car repairs. Also go for car, go to Find Help. Findhelp.org. Put in your zip code, and then search for car. And you find local programs. You have to call, and you may have to call every one of them, okay? A home repair. Okay, what's your zip code there, Giovanna? What's your zippy? Zippity-doo-dah, 48238. I'm just going to go to findhelp.org to see what we have. Okay, and you have to call. If there's 50, you call them all, unless you have another way of getting money, which I doubt you have. You know, so that's why you have to call them all. So we want Find Help. Okay, and we want 48238. It's a numbers game. It's like finding a date or getting a job or anything. You have to call a bunch of people. So I'm going to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in home repair. Okay. Yes, I'm a human. Okay, there's 166 organizations that help with home repair. Okay, you sit down and start dialing away. And what you want to do is, I need help with home repair. Can you help me? and you'll get yes or no. And if they say no, then you want to know if they have any suggestions where else to get. When I put in the site, it gives me a warning. Did you put in Let's Go Car, tiny URL, Let's Go Car, or just tiny URL? Because you have, no, it's tiny URL / Let's Go Car. Let me see, I'm gonna do it again here. tinyurl.com / Let's Go Car. I get it. It comes up for me. I don't know, try another browser if you want. Or here, I'll give you the link that it goes to. Maybe that will shortcut it for you. And here's the link for the car report. Okay. Oh, I think Amber put it up there. Okay, that one worked. Okay, Melissa. Good. Good. Amber, Roger, Dodger. There are also Let's Go Car Repair Grant applications. Yes, so they offer pay. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow, if you need car repair, no, when is the 15th? 15th is the last day to apply for our $500 grant to help you with car repair. I forget what we're giving out, like $10,000, $15,000. So sign up for that. You just need your name and a sentence, I think. Make sure that's there. I had utility errors, contacted the electric company who provided advocate. However, after I called and met with the advocator, she asked me my income changed drastically, but my partner stood at 40K. However, I am not eligible for help. The advocate stated family income not below poverty. Okay, Walter, you have to go other places, okay? What's your zip code? Now, everybody has different requirements. And so that's why, see, on the home repair, there was 150 organizations. They'll all have different requirements. So you have to go on, find another one. Walter, what's your zip code? See what utilities are. Walter is at 01604 for Walter. Walter is there. Okay, let's see what we could do for Walter. Walter. Okay, 016. 01604. Okay, so there's 33,000 programs. Okay. Okay, 129 programs, Walter. So you have to start calling. Now again, there's no guarantee. Nobody could guarantee. Just that they are real programs that give out this. They all have different requirements. So you have to keep dialing for dollars until you find one. Okay. I contacted a couple of organizations such as Salvation Army. Okay, keep going. I just gave you 100. How many did I say there? Oh, well, you're on the right track. Yeah, 129. You're on the right track. That's good, Walter. So you're learning the system. Thank you, Walter. Sarah and Melissa are dating, I think. When I go to Let's Go, it wants me to pay again. Now you have the wrong link. There's a link for paid members, and it should be in your, what do you call it? In your, I mean, if you're here, you're already there. You're already inside. I don't know where you're going to Let's Go Help 2. Don't go on to Let's Go Help 2. You know, when you're watching me, you're in Let's Go Help 2. So just go to another tab within that. Okay. Because otherwise they'll think you're not a member because you're Uh, yeah, it takes, yeah, once you do it 100 times, then it becomes pretty natural. But the first couple of times, going up that line, thank you for your help for in repairing my broken car. Oh, thanks, Walter. Did you get one of our grants or somewhere else? Where did Walter get his grant repair? Wow, this works. That's awfully nice. Thank you, Walter. Yeah, people think we're scams. That's fine. I can't fight everything in the world. Oh, great, Walter. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, life just takes a whole bunch of fucking work. And that's why, to me, doing it alone is, oh man, it's like going to the dentist. But I think there's people helping you and realizing and could relate to what you're doing. I had breaks going bad. Yeah, you don't want to have that. Well, and that's why here you have people to talk to every day. Don't forget, folks, every day we have 4, 5, 6 hours of live chat like this where people are helping each other. Now, most of it's on Zoom. I'm the one who is off Zoom because otherwise I have to have a schedule, and I hate schedules. Can I tell people about our AI? Yes, Roger, yell, scream, shout, whatever. Yes, Roger's going to help you with, and AI is terrific, guys. If you need free money, this is the only, you get out of Google or you're going to be getting out, staying in debt. You want to get out of Google, you have to get out of debt. To get out of debt, you got to get out of Google. And AI is the alternative because it'll find all that stuff, but won't sell you anything. And that's what's funny. Yeah, when's Roger's AI class? See, that's another thing. Make sure you go to Roger's because this is, using it more and more every day. And you can too. So what it is, I just did something now. Oh, I know. I want to say, okay, give me a listing of programs in Pennsylvania that give you money to train for a $100,000 a year job with no college degree. Yeah, bim, bam, I thought it, got it. You got things that, then you have to follow up on it. You're not going to find that in Google. You'll never will. You'll get 200 million websites and then you're dead. So please, go Roger. Okay, make sure, you can get help from Roger AI. About 20 minutes. Oh, Roger's on in 20 minutes. So he's going to give up dinner again, huh? Evelyn, my living situation, daily verbal abuse, at times physical, and leave money running. I can't leave, no money running. Okay, I was diagnosed with deep vein trauma. I'll be on blood thinners for life, rare doctor. Okay, Evelyn, you have to get out of your situation. Oh, what do they call it? What's your zip code, Evelyn? What's your zip code, Evelyn? Okay, 928. Is that California or Oregon, Seattle? What state is that? Evelyn, what state? Let's see, I can't think of the keywords. Gosh. Oh. domestic violence. That's it. So you want to go to that zip code, go to find help with domestic. Okay, 147 places in your zip code to help with domestic violence. Start calling, baby. You know, gotta get out of there. Okay, and you gotta get help. All right, can't spell for beans. Okay, here's the link for 100 and some organizations in your zip code that help with domestic violence. Again, start calling them all until you find one. Hi, Matthew, do you know, can I get help with disabled wheelchair assisted? Yes. I don't blame him. Well, you still want to get out, right? So start there. Or if it's just housing, I don't understand the problem a little more than. But any of those people would know to where to point you. That's the important thing. Wheelchair assistance, yes, we have a okay, let me get this about disability. No, no, no. Okay, here's a state-by-state listing for help with disability, okay? And you look for your state, Florida, I guess it is, and download the report. And if you can't find anything there, then go to Find Help. And then search your zip code and then disability. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, Sarah put it up there. Good. I don't blame him. Yeah, okay, no, a lot of help. It's just that you're going to have to do a lot of phone calling, okay, to find the right one for you, okay? And come back and get help, you know, when on the live persons or whatever that could help you when you get stuck, because that's what it's about. You know, it's $20 and you could use this 24/7 for 30 days. Because a lot of problems are harder to solve. I mean, it takes a long time to get into a problem, so it takes sometimes a little more time than you think to get out of it. Okay, guys, let me go. I gotta go exercise so that I keep this body going so I could love and share my heart more. I tell you the truth, as I get older, the more I open my heart, the more healthy I feel and the nicer it is. That's why I'm trying to help, you know, everybody here as much as I can. It is very selfish for me because it makes me feel better. And so that's why helping each other is selfish. That's why we have members. I mean, out here you see them all here that are helping each other that are members. And they do it because they're selfish too. And it's good to treat yourself nice, but if you do that by helping others, man, that's a twofer. You're feeling great and you make somebody else feels great. what the fuck is better than that? Thank you, Benny. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. I'll be back.